Here we are again, very close, so we need to sit and wait. Here's GBP and SD. Let's see, maybe we can get GBP and SD at an 81%, which is a decent rate. There's nothing, we need to look right away. HIV indicates the emergence of sellers based on the cluster. There are already a lot of buyers, but fewer sellers. Overall, this is bad. This will be the first approach to this stop. The stop was made in principle also at high volumes to calculate from some kind of rollback. From here, it is quite realistic. I see the point in going higher, probably towards this news somewhere around here with this volume. You see another pullback. They're losing the entry point again, but I can't keep up. I can't review all the facts in time to open a position. I just can't look at the areas and open downwards because I don't have enough information about it in order to make money from a distance, especially since we know how the market behaves. Lately, it's been flying past these stops unnoticed. So the situation is lost again. GBP, USD made another attempt to reach it. So look, we didn't reach the area and we got a pin bar. In this pin bar, overall, the volume has increased. There are more sellers and more buyers. So since overall, basically the volume has increased, interest has grown, I can assume that a seller has appeared in this spot. Next, we are not seeing that seller. We see a green candle again. And again, there was an attempt to get into this area. So the seller isn't putting up any proper resistance. Here, the buyer is stronger, intentionally wants to go higher. We closed on the buyer based on the pin bar. The area of interest is behind the seller. So there was a seller above who managed to push the buyer down. The pin bar is also based on the cluster. For the most part, I would have given it to the seller. Let's probably look at GBP USD. I'll try to open early, but I think it's risky because the seller still isn't showing up. The buyer is putting up proper resistance and we might still get into this area, but the seller is already appearing, which is a good sign. And we're not even in the area yet. So most likely I did the entry right. Look, we're closing where the area of interest is for the buyer, and the same goes for the seller, right? So there's really great volume for moving higher. There are more buyers and fewer sellers in the end. Well, I didn't wait for the entry point, so we'll take 750 down for 4 minutes here, which is already closer to the level, but let's see, we're not at the level yet. So this opening isn't because of the level, it's much earlier for the entry down. So what's happening right now is the wrong approach to this trade. So my main trade shouldn't have been opened after this pin bar. I need to wait for a clear approach to this area and then enter. But overall, logically, it's a very good move for the buyer. Here, there's already weakness. According to the candles, it's appearing. I can't enter higher against such candles based on the volume. The buyer is growing, meaning there's a divergence between the volume and the candles. Logically, we can go higher based on the cluster. But again, look how strongly the buyers are pouring in this candle, yet overall, there are more facts supporting a move higher. Still, I'm entering for a downward move. That's how stubborn it is. I've already spent so much time looking for retracement situations that I don't even know anymore. So this is gonna lose. There's still a lot of time until the next entry. Wow, a lot of time. If it had given it, that would have been cool. We're just waiting. So there are 5 seconds left. Very close to the point. We're just spinning in place, starting to stand still. 5 points, of course, that's very little. Well, it's not a serious retracement, but still, look, the candles are weak again. The sideways movement is going away.